Hello, friends. Nice to see you. The angels wanted me to come on and give you a message. Um, with everything that's going on in the world today, and especially in the United States, um, they want me to remind you that today is a new day. This moment is a new moment. The next moment is another new moment. Um, They want us to try to leave the past in the past and don't worry about the future, to just live in this moment right here and right now, to live in love and light and caring for one another. Um, they want us to play and to have fun and not to be burdened with things that we really can't do anything about. There are some people who are in positions in politics and religion, in uh, law, who are in positions to handle these situations. But we, the little people, aren't in those positions. So, worrying about it is not going to help anything. In fact, worrying about it just creates more of it. Um, if you send those thoughts and feelings out into the quantum field, you're only creating more of what you don't want. So the angels want you to put all of that aside, put aside the past, put aside the future, only live in the moment, be grateful for everything you have, appreciate everything and everyone. Um, Draw, paint, sing, play, have hobbies, go fishing, um, anything that makes you happy. And as you go along your day, do what you can to make other people happy. If you see someone on the street, say hello. Um, Give them a smile and, maybe a wave or a nod or maybe a high five, or a pat on the back. If you know them, you can touch them. um, and, just maybe dance down the street. Let people look at you and wonder what you're up to. Might make them smile or laugh looking at you playing. And, nowadays, like I said, there's nothing that most of us can do about the situations that are scaring and worrying us and upsetting us. So the best thing we can do is stop worrying about it, stop being upset over it, and just spread love and kindness and um, help others to pull away from the fear. The fear does not serve us right now. And when we are faced with, information about what's going on in the greater world, um, we need to just center and calm ourselves and send love and prayers and kindness out to anyone who is affected by these events. And even if there's someone implicated in causing or creating these events, send love and light to them that, you know, they just send love. Oh gosh. Oh, sorry. But send love and light to them. They need it. Anyone who would do anything against other people to, hurt them, profit over people, or they need all the love and kindness they can get. So, like I said, today is a brand new day. Make the very best of it and know that God, Jesus, the angels, the universe, Source, Goddess, they all love you. And love isn't about telling each other that you love them. Love is about being present in each other's lives, in being there and protecting each other and having each other's backs and caring about each other. It's about being actively present and showing that you care. Words are empty, really. They're completely empty without action. It's only when you follow those words up with action that they really mean anything. So even if you don't speak, go out there and act. Buy a homeless person a sandwich and a bottle of water. Give to a charity if you're moved to do so. Help an old lady across the street. Talk to people who look lonely and smile and be kind to everybody you meet. Now, you're not always going to be greeted back. You may even get a frown or a scowl or, get the hell out of here. But at least you tried. There are some people who are not receptive to positivity. They just don't trust it and don't want it presented upon them because they don't believe in it, which is very sad. And so in that case, I just walk away and pray that one day their heart will be open to those things. But the angels really want us to reach out to each other and to be there for each other and to show love and kindness and caring to each other and to show love and kindness and caring to ourselves, to allow ourselves to take some time to paint and to draw and to dance and to sing and to, use our talents and creation, ability to create. Sorry, the angels are giving me some information, and sometimes this is one reason why, like with the meditations and things that they give me, I will write them down first and then read them out because it can be a bit confusing. And I stumble a lot when I just channel and don't write it down. So sorry about that. But, again, the angels really want us to just spread love, spread kindness, It doesn't mean you have to spend any money on anybody, but be there for each other. And it might not be a bad idea to start pulling your community closer, talking to your neighbors, going to community meetings and, working with community members. Right now, the angels are telling me that these things are important, that we get involved in our communities, and that we help the people around us. If things become really bad this fall and winter, where food prices are going to be really high, which is a good possibility, that prices are going to be very high, and there may be less food available. So working together and helping each other is going to be a necessary thing. With the banking situation being up in the air, everybody knows that some of our banks have already failed and have had to be bailed out. There are other banks that supposedly are having some problems. And our government wants to turn to CBDC. There's a lot of speculation and talk around that. The angels are telling me that a lot of people who are homeless, who are low income, those who just, live paycheck to paycheck, are probably going to have to start bartering and trading and looking to others for help and assistance. And like they've said, it doesn't mean that you need to hand over money. But if you have extra items in your home that somebody else needs that you don't need, it doesn't hurt to help other people. I've heard a lot of people say, in fact, my husband worked with a young man who yelled at my husband one day for giving a homeless man a glove, a hat, one glove, because he only found one glove. And this guy rode a bicycle, so he had to have his one hand on the handle and his other hand he would stick in his pocket because it was in the middle of winter. It was cold. And my husband wasn't sure what he would do with the glove, and then he remembered, I should say, that man would probably be coming by and he could use one glove, the right glove. And that's what my husband had found, was one right-handed glove. So when the man came by, my husband, because the guy would go to the dumpster in the back of the building and would pull things out as, he found things that he needed. My husband had seen him there for a couple of years, coming and going, and my husband would occasionally heat up some food and take it out to him, and he gave him the glove and the hat, and he'd fix his bicycle, and he never gave him money, but he would give him food and water and things like that. And this young man that worked with my husband got really mad one day. And he said, "You do know that you're only encouraging this man to stay homeless by giving him these things. He's not going to go out and get a job if he doesn't have to. And as long as you're giving him this glove, he's not going to go out and get a job for himself." Well, come to find out, the man didn't have a job because he had been in jail and nobody wanted to hire him. And when he went to jail, he lost his family. He lost his home. He lost everything. He was only in jail for a short time. I think it was 2 or 3 years. And when he got out of jail, he had absolutely nothing and no one. And he tried to get a job, but he had this on his record that he had been in prison. So no one would hire him. He didn't have a choice. He had nothing and he couldn't get anything. And, attitudes like this young man that you can't help them, you can't give them anything. He went to prison, he can't get a job. And this young man just was angry and didn't want this man to have a job because he had been to prison. He didn't want this man to have, free food or a free glove or free hat because he was homeless. And it just amazes me how naive and ignorant some people can be, that it doesn't take much to help some people. In fact, that man probably would have been okay if he had been offered a job. And, but we weren't able to stay involved with that man, the homeless man, to know if he ever got a job or ever, how things turned out in his life. But the angels want us all to help each other and take care of each other. God wants us to help each other and take care of each other. It's not about money. That isn't what we're here for. We're here to help each other. And that's what we need to do. So, blessings, love, light. I hope that if you are in a situation where you're living paycheck to paycheck and having problems, that somebody will be there to help you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.